Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another video. Sorry for the long wait. A lot of work. Let's put it like that. New partnerships. Um, Somebody came and brought me some information that on the main Bring Directories site, Facebook group, sorry, they were asking about a way to show almost in real time, of course, if somebody was online or not. Okay, if they're online, I'm guessing they would go to the um, contact form for that member and they would start chatting and whatever else can happen if they notice that they're online or not. So I took the liberty for the past, I would say like an hour and a half to create the following code. This is for the developers and this is also for the actual owner of the site. So you know how to do it, or at least an idea on how to do it. Obviously, there's validations that are missing and other things that could be improved, the positioning and minor details like that. But basically, this video is about how to show the online status of a member. Okay. So right now we have these four members, 4 or 5 members. I don't know why there's one missing here. First thing that we're gonna do, we gotta create like a status kind of thing here. Okay, so I created this online state. It's a timestamp. Actually, it's a time date uh, column here, date time. See, that's it. Date time online state. That's all I did. So by default, it sets it to that until it actually gets set. So to set it, let me show you. We have this widget. This widget basically checks, hey, is somebody connected? Did somebody log in to the site? That's what this part is for. And how often I want to be checking if they're online, they're still logged in. So right now I put it 2 seconds. This is 2 seconds. You can actually put it 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, which is like if you do 1 minute, it would be something like this. Okay, 60,000. I'm putting it 2 seconds just for the video, but you can tell the system, hey, check um, if this member is online every minute. And basically, this online state, you would throw it because you want to make sure that you're checking where, depending on the page that they're on, you want to check if they're online. So you would put this here. See? Online state, and this checks if they're online every minute, in my case, every 2 seconds. Okay. Okay, so we got this baby here. This baby here, basically, if you start reading it, you see that, okay, I'm gonna be sending some data to another widget called the online state engine. This is the online state, which is for the front end. It checks, hey, are you online? Yes. Okay, then let me send some information to the back end so it can talk to the database. So it comes here. I put an additional like flag, so it um, like checks if this flag is true and they also send the member ID, then it actually saves the information in the database. So you have all this here. Okay, this basically says, hey, did the active flag come in? Yes. Did they also send the member ID? Yes. Okay, then let's run this simple query that updates the user's data table, sets the online state to right now, okay, for that specific member. That's all that's happening here. There's nothing more. I added this all these other things because from experience, either working on Bing directories, WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, whatever you want, you need to understand as a developer or as the business owner that there's like 3 time zone offsets. Let's put it like that. Everything I'm gonna be talking in UTC. I don't talk in Mountain Time. I don't talking Pacific whatever something. I talking metrics system UTC global kind of thing. So um, for the UTC, you have the UTC time zone offset for the visitor, the one that's actually visiting the site. Like in this case, me here, that I come here and I'm like, oh, yeah, nice page, blah blah blah. I got my own time zone. Okay. Then we have the database time zone. Databases can have their own time zone too. And then we have the the backend, the actual server time zone. Okay. So worst case scenario, you have three time zones. Best case scenario, you have at least two. So that's why I added this part here, because if you log in as a member and the times don't match, even though if you go here to settings, general settings, and you go to localization and you put this here, even if it doesn't match this, you now have an option of fixing it here. Just in case the database doesn't have the same time zone for some reason than the backend. Okay, so I added this here based on ideas from other platforms. Okay, I don't think Brain Directory suffers um, on this, but just in case, you have that option. So if you see that the time is off by an hour, you can just -1 here. If you see that the time is up by 1 hour, you can just put one here and so on and so forth. Okay, so this would save the information. And then lastly, we have this huge thing here that starts here. Okay, it's all this. It's including this PHP. You can pause the video, um, but you can see that this is huge. Okay, this is an auto um, execute. It's a script that calls upon itself to then generate an HTML where the actual script is located. Okay, so I had to do a couple of tricks here. Why? Because this video would have taken a much longer and the code would have been actually much bigger if I weren't able to actually execute and insert the current script. That's why I'm using the current script here. A developer will be able to see this, the trick that I'm doing here. See? Especially this document current script here. So what this does is wherever you paste this, it will generate the icon for the chat or for the online status and all that. So here's this whole thing. Again, this video is to showcase that this is possible in BDE too. Okay, so let me let me show you. Right now, I think I'm not logged in with nobody. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna log in with somebody. Let's do myself. Okay, that's not my phone number, by the way. What is it? It looks like it. Nope. Okay, so I logged in. I logged in. Um, to my account, and let's say that you just install this whole system. Now, if somebody comes here, they're like, okay, let me see who's here, and oh, hey, wait, who's this? What's this? It's green. I could put a tooltip there too, just saying, this member is online. You know what? Let's just do that so it looks nice and neat. Um, is online, something like that. Okay, save it. Come here. And let's check it out. So now if they hover over this memory is online, I mean, better tooltips can be made, but you know, I'm just doing a quick video. We click there and actually takes me to the chat of that member. I don't know what purpose the person that was asking about this needed this for, but just this is just an idea. Like, oh, they're online, so now they can um, connect. Yeah, my internet is slow there. Anyway, you get the point. Like you click there and you're able to log in and I mean see the if the member is online or not. There you go. Okay. Now let's log in with somebody else. So I'm gonna close this. Okay. And we're gonna log in with the queen. Let's log in with the queen. Logging with the queen. Sorry for the delay. There we go. Now let's refresh this. So there's another variable that you control to which you would say this member is offline now. So here is that member wait time. So you're gonna wait 15 seconds for a reply from the member. Is the member online? And if it takes longer than 15 seconds, I mean, this can be changed, obviously. You would put it like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something. But if it's longer than 50 seconds for the purpose of this video, then it would show in red. Instead of green, it shows in red. So now we're supposed to see the queen in green and me in red. Okay? You get those two. And if I log out of, well, this, let me come here, or am I here? Yeah, let me log in here. Okay, I'm gonna log out and just refresh this page. And you're gonna see, by the way, now that you're seeing this, you see that there's actually three statuses. The member has not logged in since you installed this concept of online status. The member has logged in and they are logged in right now. And the member has logged in, but they're not logged in right now. This will be useful, of course, if I mean if you wanted, you could change this to a little chat here that can be connected to the private chat of BD. So then suddenly, if they go to the actual profile page of the member, they can actually chat, live chat. We actually done live chats there for other people. But this is just an idea, a concept. I did it on the search results because it's the worst place to do something like this. It's the most complicated. But the person that's sent me the information, they wanted it here. I explained to them that it's gonna be it's the worst place because you would need to create more complex code like this. Okay, just to let you know. But anyway, I'm logged in as the queen. I'm gonna log out. That would kill the cookie effectively because that's actually what we're checking. And then we just refresh this page. Let me refresh it right now so you can get the idea. For a couple seconds, you're gonna see that the queen is green and this one is red, as you're seeing right now. But then after those 15 seconds, they're gonna both are gonna be in red. Okay, so let's wait. Let's wait for this. There you go. Okay. So here's the page. Let me refresh. Okay. There you see the green. And let's just count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We click. And because I said that it's 15 seconds, this one is going to end up turning to red. Well, assuming the cookie actually got deleted, because if it didn't, then that's not gonna work. Let me refresh here. There you go. Okay, so I had to wait a little bit more. So then that both are in red. The times, you can see here the datetime format. If I refresh, you can see that the engine is actually working properly. There's the times. If I log in, they keep on updating every 2 seconds because that's what I say here, but that can be changed. So here it's a concept of an online status checker, updater, and by the look of this, basically connects the member to, I mean, I put it there next to the image. I mean, it could be somewhere else, I don't know. But it's a way for them to connect. If you want the offline to not connect directly, you could just You can just edit this code here and remove the connect, and that's it. So they can't connect to the memory directly if they're not online. And this is more useful if you actually go to the private chat, so it gets more value. Let's put it like that. But now you know that it is possible um, to create an online status real time. Here's the only change at the database level. You need a front end widget. In this case, this is the online state one that sends information to the backend, so it saves the information in the database. Yeah, it can define if the UTC is properly set or not, or there's a difference between the backend one and the database one. And then you have this other one that brings that information to the front, compares the UTC from the visitor versus the one in the database, creating an absolute variable. So we know, here's the math that I did. Where's the apps? My apps. Hell yeah. Here it is. Okay. So that we see the difference between the UTC of the visitor and the UTC of the database. Because remember, you can have a negative UTC, a more negative UTC from the visitor, or a more negative UTC in the database, and we only want the difference between them, the delta. So if we have, for example, I'm -6, the server is -7. If I do a simple subtraction there, or addition, whatever, I'm gonna get -13, which is a lie. I'm not in Australia. So what I should be getting is 1. There's a 1 UTC unit of a difference, 1 offset of a difference. So that's why I did that part there, and then from there down, it's just simple understanding the flow here. There's a console log for me to debug or for you to debug there, and up to here is the whole code. Wherever you paste this, it's gonna generate these icons. Okay, that's it. That's all I did. So I think it took me longer to do this video than the actual code. Think positive, big hugs, and do remember that after April, the partnerships are going away, and there's some changes that we're doing because we want to offer even more things to the partners that we have. Big hugs and think positive as always.